Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Thursday, the 21st of January. Reading Matthew chapter 21, you have the story of Jesus' triumphal entry into Jerusalem with the crowds shouting, Hosanna. He goes to the temple, drives out the traders to re-establish it as a place of prayer, and he begins teaching. As one can expect, there is some confrontation with the authorities of the day. Reading from verse 23, we have the following. Jesus entered the temple, this is the next day, entered the temple, and while he was teaching, the chief priests and elders of the people came to him. By what authority are you doing these things? They asked, and who gave you this authority? Now, as I read that, I realized they recognize he has authority. That is clear. There's a great authority, and people mentioned this a number of times, that he taught as one that had authority. Jesus has an authority. They just can't pinpoint it. Where does this come from? Because it's not their authority, and it's different to their authority. What is his authority? And Jesus replied, I will ask you one question. If you answer me, I'll tell you by what authority I'm doing these things. John's baptism. Where did it come from? Was it from heaven or of human origin? As we know, John the Baptist came and had a profound ministry. Thousands streamed out to him, and I don't know about thousands, but we're told people streamed to him from all over the show, being baptized and repenting. And Jesus points back to him, who is this? Whose authority? They discussed it among themselves and said, if we say from heaven, he will ask, then why didn't you believe him? But if we say of human origin, we're afraid of the people, for they all hold that John was a prophet, and they recognize the corner that he's got them in. One of the two answers is going to get them into trouble, and there are only two answers. So they opt for the way out. Oh, we don't know. They answered Jesus, we don't know. Then he said, neither will I tell you by what authority I'm doing these things. And he skirts the issue. And I was struck reading that Jesus doesn't just answer directly. And sometimes as Christians we're called to not be that direct and to be discerning and recognize when issues are not worth engaging with, when there are debates that we should rather just avoid, when there are circumstances we should get out of if we can, because there's no benefit in engaging in that. And it takes us back to where Jesus sends the disciples out, says to them, you're going out as wolves, as sheep among wolves. You're going. It's not a friendly place you're going into. There's going to be confrontation. And he says to them, this is in Matthew chapter 10 and verse 16, therefore be as shrewd as snakes and as innocent as doves. And as Christians we need to sometimes, and I think probably more often than we are, be as shrewd as snakes. And be wary of what we answer, to whom, how we engage with people, because not everything will be profitable. So I pray that as you go through life, you will be able to discern. You'll be able to share love and be innocent as doves, but where there are contentious issues, where somebody is not actually looking for truth, but looking for a fight, you'll be as shrewd as a snake, as Jesus was, and circumvent the issue completely. And as you go through life like that, may you know God's blessing as well.